Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best OLED 4K TVs.
Starting at number 5.
LG C3. The LG C3 is the 2023 replacement for the LG C2 that sits at the top of our list, though because the changes in picture quality aren't huge and the C2 is much cheaper, we still think that's the TV most people should go for. However, make no mistake that the C3 does deliver even better image quality than the C2. In our review, we noted that the new model is very slightly brighter than the previous version, and also seems to handle contrast better in the processing, but more importantly is even more future-proofed and easy to use. The Smart TV software is excellent and makes it much easier to find what you actually want, while also putting key settings that you choose in a quick menu, so you can tweak what the TV's doing easily. It's fully equipped for next-gen gaming on all 4 HDMI ports, with 4K 120Hz, VRR and, this is rare, Dolby Vision gaming for Xbox. And it throws in new features such as quick media switching, so external devices can change frame rate or you can move between HDMI ports without the traditional TV feeling that the whole thing is about to fall over. And LG's new WOW Orchestra feature means the TV's speakers can work with compatible LG soundbars speakers, instead of being replaced by them. For even better results, we tested it, and it's impressive. So while we're steering most people to the LG C2 still, if you want the absolute peak of smart TV features, the C3 should be your pick.
Coming at number 4.
Samsung S95C. In our measurements, Samsung S95C is the brightest OLED TV we've ever tested, beating the likes of the LG C2 by about 70%, which means that it not only delivers some of the best HDR images to date, it also offers rich, clear and accurate colors that are like nothing else on the planet. In our full review, we said, high dynamic range content, for instance, looks vastly more punchy and realistic, especially as the intensity with which bright highlights like shots of the sun, bright lamps, light glinting off metal and glass and so on is delivered without any compromise to the sort of deep, rich, inky black colors that are the foundation of OLED's traditional home theater talents. It does struggle a bit with its motion processing, it lacks Dolby Vision HDR support, and we recommend tweaking the presets to get the best image, which is why we think a lot of cineasts will prefer the Sony A95K for sheer accuracy to the source. But when it comes to spectacle, or simply having something more visible in a bright room during the day, the S95C is astounding. When you throw in sound that follows what's happening on screen, comprehensive streaming support, and support for all the latest HDMI 2.1 gaming features, including 4K 120Hz and variable refresh rates, it's absolutely one of the best TVs available today.
At number 3.
Sony XR-A95K. The Sony A95K is an OLED TV masterpiece. It masters quantum dot OLED technology, combining OLED's black-level prowess and peerless light control with brightness and pure color. Sony's excellent Cognitive XR processing engine delivers images so good we were truly shocked during our testing. We'd even say that the Sony A95K delivers arguably the most flat-out beautiful images we've seen from a consumer television. The new Samsung S95C, also in this list, provides even brighter images thanks to its next-gen QD-OLED panel, but with Sony's refined image processing and support for Dolby Vision HDR, we suspect that cinema lovers will still prefer Sony. Not only is the picture a sight to behold, the Sony A95K makes a statement the second we lifted it out of its box. It has a unique design with a full-width metal plate stand that you can sit behind the TV for a minimal look or in front of it for an industrial one. The build quality is excellent, leaving you in no doubt this is one hell of a premium TV. Although we'd always recommend pairing your new TV with a soundbar, we found the sound of the Sony A95K to be impressive. This is because it follows previous Sony OLED TVs with acoustic surface technology, where the TV's screen essentially doubles up as its speakers.
Number 2 of my list.
LG A2. LG's A2 series TVs are the firm's cheapest OLED offerings, and while they're not quite as feature-rich as their more expensive stablemates, they still deliver a lot of TV for the money. LG's OLED panels are wonderful things with superb color and contrast. While the panel isn't as bright as the ones in more expensive LG TVs, it's still very good for the clarity it delivers. It also has LG's WebOS Smart TV operating system, which we think is the best in the business. The A2 series is outfitted with LG's Alpha 7 Gen 5 AI processor, which first appeared in the company's 2021 models and provides features such as dynamic tone mapping and 5.1.2 channel sound upmixing. The Dolby Vision, HDR10 and HLG high dynamic range formats are all supported by the A2 series, along with Dolby Vision IQ and HGIG, HDR Gaming Interest Group. Its filmmaker mode delivers accurate color and motion settings, and also shuts off any automatic processing that would change the picture from the way a movie's director originally intended for it to be presented. Overall, the A2 series is relatively low on features compared to both LG's other OLED TVs and the best 4K TVs generally. The main differences are in gaming-related specs such as HDMI 2.1 inputs, a 120Hz display, VRR, variable refresh rate, and FreeSync, all of which are available on the company's step-up B2 series TVs. If you don't require gaming features though, this is a very impressive and affordable TV.
And number 1.
LG C2. The LG C2 OLED is the best OLED TV for majority of people. While the LG C3 is now here to replace it, you'll find it elsewhere in this list. We still believe that the C2 offers the best performance to dollar ratio thanks to major price drops since its launch. It remains the TV to beat right now when you balance everything out. The Alpha A9 Gen 5 processor is designed to offer great object enhancement and dynamic tone mapping, meaning everything looks more realistic and clear. As well as that, you're getting virtual surround sound, with the TV upscaling stereo content into 7.1.2 channel sound. While we weren't convinced by the claims of virtual surround sound, the audio performance is good for a TV, and a number of different sound modes means you should be able to find an audio profile that suits your needs. The C2 OLED carries 4 separate HDMI 2.1 ports, meaning it's the perfect companion for the PS5, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. Most TVs only offer 2 HDMI 2.1 ports at most.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.